because we're using chrome sockets, right? Are they make 3/8 drive impact sockets? I don't know. I won't use them. If y'all are in the housing market, I would advise not getting a pool and not getting a hot tub. Man, these things are a lot of work. It ain't a lot of work, it just takes time out of your day where you already don't have enough hours to sit here and suck stuff up and get your chemicals right and whatnot. Whatever. Look at him. I don't think he's been on the channel yet. It's Peaches and Cream. I guess it's some rap song from the early 2000s. Never heard of it. So we got them socialized where if they hear a wrinkling bag, they think it's their treats. This is just their food. Hopefully I don't spill this sucker. Just to make video content for you. Look at that, I didn't spill it. Let's see if they left us anything. They've been about doing 2 eggs a day, just about. Nope, nothing. They either lay at 9 a.m. or 3 p.m. There ain't really no in between. Well, these were yesterday's / last night's creations. This one didn't come out that great. I had an air bubble develop there. But I kind of figured out some stuff with some heat when making these that make them come out a lot better. I still haven't cleaned the mold release off of them, or I haven't sanded them at all. These are like, boom, straight off the mold. So sometimes I gotta go back through and backfill any air holes that have, popped up or whatever. But these ones came out all right, and they're still pretty light. Let's see how much these ones weigh here. All right. All zeroed out. There we go. All right, so this 13-inch mud cover for a mod light that's going out to Texas. I'm at 4.18, but again, I haven't trimmed any of this extra stuff off. So, and then this 15-inch cover, 6.58. I bet I could get it down to around 4.8 ounces. That's still a quarter of the weight of an aluminum cover, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. All right, so I'm assuming Jake is sleeping. He works like over the night. I just work evenings, but we're gonna snatch this motor up a little bit, pull this bolt out of this engine mount there, and so we got a new one that we can bolt in or weld in, depending on how it lines up. I just don't think the front of this car is straight, so that's what that bolt in through the engine mount there, and we are pretty far off. We're crooked, nothing straight, where the trans is like on the firewall there. So we're gonna do some refiguring. I'm gonna chop that off. We're gonna bolt in this new one. We're gonna square up this motor inside of here, figure out what we need to do as far as getting these motor mounts in, and kind of just weld them on from there. I don't know. Well, we got some decisions. So I just got done running the car, got it temp. E85's been sitting for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. You don't really, my personal experience, I don't want to let this stuff sit up in there. The car sounds fine. I just redid the valves. I did a leak down last week. Everything's like at 92%. Well, like 8%, 8 to 10% leak down, which is fine. Oh, it's just this oil pan. Let me show you. Got one of them stands. But with this oil pan being the way that it is, that's just scary. I mean, the welds on it are fine. Oh, the welds on it are fine. There's no pinholes. Just scary stuff. I mean, I want to race so bad, but I don't, if it'll focus, I don't know what to do. All right, good morning, everybody. Today is the day I'm gonna start snatching this 602 out of this late model because it's for sale. I'm gonna pull the motor, driveline out of it, my seat, and that's it. Leaving the shocks and everything. So sounds like I might have a deal worked out, trading this for an IMCA modified. That's what I was wanting to go to when I get rid of this car, is go to the IMCA modified route. Late models is my dream to race. I just can't afford it really, honestly, with the kid coming and everything. So we're gonna snatch this motor out of here, set on a stand. I talked to the engine builder. He said that oil pan's fine, and he said what I saw on my drain plug is also fine. I think I'm just kind of being a little overcautious, but I still don't want to trust that oil pan. It's already kind of weakened, being dented in. I don't want it to crack a seam, crack a weld or something, and then we run into bigger issues. So we're gonna pull it out, set it on that stand I got, and go from there. I don't know if I'm gonna get it refreshed or what. I'm kind of wanting to get it refreshed so we can put it in this car, and maybe I can go run, why not, in the factory stock class. Speaking of this car, oh yeah, we got a new mount on this side. I got to weld in. He's got new engine mounts because we had the back shell type, and I think those were out of C10. They weren't fitting correctly, so had to lift it up, swap them out. He got new valve covers for it. These ones got the slip-on style breathers. Header's got plenty of room there. We just got to slip that one down in there. But yeah, this thing is, it's about ready. We just got to literally do the simple wiring harness. I mean, it is ridiculously easy with this HEI and everything. You all saw in the last video, he learned how to do tires. We can't groove and sock them, so whatever we got is what we got. We are going to need to do a steering column though. That is our issue with these headers. This stuff is all stock through here. We're just gonna rip it out, do something better like with a racing style. Maybe put a Heim joint in it to kind of get it away. I don't know what we're gonna do exactly yet. I have to weld on a bracket so I can have a Heim joint hanging down from it for it, and we can adjust it to his liking. But yeah, if anything, this deal doesn't go through for whatever reason. Selling it as a roller with driveline, just no motor, seat, or belts, for $12,500. If you want it as a straight up roller, shocks on it with parts and everything, it's 10 grand. So in that $12,500, we got that KSC power steering pump, bell housing, Burt trans, drive shaft. I'll probably leave you the fuel pump and all that stuff. So all these fuel lines, like I said, were new. Y'all saw me put them on when we updated our fuel system with the bigger pump and pressure regulator and everything. But yeah, if y'all want it, let me know. I'll make you a deal if this one don't go through. If I can't find a 604 for a reasonable price for this modified, I might even bust this one open and build it up a little bit for my modified motor. It's got to be a flat tappet cam, steel head, steel block motor. You're at a little bit of a disadvantage of the 604 being a roller motor and with aluminum heads and everything. But at the end of the day, I already got a motor sitting here. We'll work on with a couple $100 worth of parts maybe and have a decent piece. It's just all the top 5 cars pretty much got 604s in them. I think it's, I don't know, with the power band curve or something, or just being a roller motor. Getting the horsepower down to the tire seems to be a lot better with them 604s. Got the 5 shocks on it now. And some more carbon fiber bits. I ain't ran it in a while. Decided to run it before I cranked the late model. 14th, last time we're cranking this 602 in this car. I already built up some oil pressure, so we should be good. It's a little dead. We ain't making a mess. We'll let this all drain out. We'll drain this tank. That way we can sell somebody this fuel or whatever. You can't run the 85 in the modified. She coming. There it goes. Out. Alrighty. Woo. Alright. There she is. Oh boy. Kind of awkward, to say the least. All right, so it's been a couple days. I had to go to Illinois for a wedding. We're back. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to catch any of the Summer Nationals races because I was right around Tri-City. I was right around Brownstown. I mean, this is the time to be in Illinois right now for Summer Nationals. But anyways, the motor's just sitting here. I gotta take the bolts out of that hold it to the motor plate, and we can snatch it out. That's what we're fixing to do. And this like crossbender bar across the top, and then we can take it out, set it on the stand, and start cleaning up the car, getting it ready to be either sold or traded. Well, that motor I just showed y'all that I pulled out, I put it back in. So I'm trading this thing race ready-ish for a race ready-ish IMCA modified. So I found a deal locally. Car's been here local, fully IMCA legal. Got a built motor in it, which I personally like as far as maintenance friendly goes. Like, I can work on it and learn, but as far as performance goes, 604s are definitely way better. And I will probably end up with a 604. It's just they're like 10 grand brand new or so with the IMCA seals. So we'll see if I even like the modifieds. I'm gonna go through this whole car. It's a 2012 Trackstar, which Trackstar, I mean, is kind of like non-existent in the modified world. I believe they only made 6 of these cars, and they're based off of Shaw. They're like a Shaw copy with some Trackstar changes. The plus side to that is Trackstar is like a couple hours away. They're in Cuba, Alabama. I believe it's Cuba. It's like 4 hours away from here, if that. the plan is to go through the car myself. I might drag it up there and let them make some changes, or let them set it up like it's their car, you know. Like, it's been ran here, like I said, locally through a couple different drivers, one of which is Kevin Mitchell. He ran 602s, had a lot of success in 602 late models, and then now he's in 604 late models. So I hit him up for some advice, and he pretty much told me to take it up to Trackstar. We're gonna do that, but we're gonna put this motor back in, put everything back together like how we had it. And I gotta take these doors off. We gotta get some sheet metal. I'm gonna make him new doors, so I'm keeping both sides. This one is going to Classic RC Company, and my other side I keep on my right sides, and we put them up on the wall. So yeah, am I crazy for doing this? I don't know. It's just modifieds are a little bit cheaper, and I can take it anywhere. That's the big thing. It's got some UMP parts on it, or spares, UMP lowers and stuff. I can swap over some body panels and go up north to my hometown, Belleville, Illinois, and run Belclaire Speedway. Because with that mild build open motor, I can probably hang with the UMPs around little Belclaire, little bull ring. So that's the plan there. I can take that car back west to go run IMCA. I can take it anywhere I go, pretty much. 602s are kind of limited to the southeast. I love late models. It's always my dream to race them. It's always my dream to race a super, but my wallet does not have super late model money. But anyways, I don't know how long this video is, because these clips you're seeing have been compiled from like weeks since the last video. So I'm gonna call it now, because again, I don't know how long it's gonna be. It's the last time y'all are seeing this car for a while. I mean, it's staying local, so you're gonna be able to see it, and we'll get some videos of it hopefully. Doesn't seem like he races like week in and week out, you know, a couple races a month maybe, if that. But hopefully we see this out on track, still running up front. But yeah, we'll see y'all in the next video when we're getting that modified.